Hello, hello. I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. Oh, just come outside for. Actually, I came out to see if it stopped raining, and it has. But it's still really dark out. They're calling for more storms. Hey, Raymond, good to see you. Blessings. I told him I was having withdrawals. Me too. You all are fools. Oh man. Go figure. As soon as I come outside, the traffic starts. Actually, that was four police cars. Wow, they're going somewhere. Is this another one? No. Good to see everybody. Let's see here. Why do I keep putting my hand in front of the camera? Boy, I'd like to. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Blessings to you, sir. Hey, Danny. Blessings. Good to see you, Danny. Good old South Carolina. I used to go down to Myrtle Beach every year. Haven't done that in 3 or 4 years. Hmm, I think three. Yeah, we got a few people in here. I seen a couple. I checked out uh, the live from cameraman. There you go, Mark. It's all good, brother. The first one I tried, they didn't have any service. Hey, Bo, what's going on? Ooh, ooh. I caught something big on and Harry on camera. Oh man, sounds exciting. And RG wants your email, so here's something to talk to you about. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds exciting, Dan. Close to where you're at, or were you on an outing? 7 feet tall. Wow, wow. Juvenile, maybe. Wow. Video up on the Daily Game Blog. Okay. All right, I'll check it out, Danny. Thank you. Name of the village, no, I don't. I don't. I passed. I told Brother Raymond that. I guess I can just say it on here. I told him the other night that he could get it from you guys anytime he wants to or he needs to. My cell or my email. I would just say it right now, but I don't know if he's prepared. I guess he could go back and watch it. Yeah. Go show him. Listen a while, then fall asleep. I saw. I got a few notifications earlier. I saw that. I live in a weird place, 100 yards from a old Native American burial ground. Strange things happen here. You too, huh, Danny? I'm surrounded by um, Indian burials, and a lot of these farms around here were heavily populated with tribes, different tribes. Got a big bar out in left field. Yeah, I was like that earlier. Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. How about you? That's good. You will be the conduit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I did a experiment blast of Native American chant, and things went nuts. Oh, Danny, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. You guess. Oh, you're doing great. Oh, you mean the conduit? Oh, you're the conduit. That's for sure. Billy, got any plans for a big adventure? Yeah, I had it for tonight, but we've had nonstop rain 2 days. Tomorrow's Friday, I'm guessing. So I'm just gonna move it up to tomorrow evening. I'm gonna try to plan it for like 10 minutes before dark, get all set up, and which will probably be about quarter to nine. Um, yeah, I need to get out there. I know I can do it tomorrow night. Saturday, I got plans with the family, so I won't be able to. I'll be too tired to do it Saturday night. There you go, Janelle. But definitely, Mark. Yep, yep. I just haven't decided where. I'm trying to. I'm trying to decide on four different places. Um, I'm really thinking about. Let me see if I can get this across the road there. Over there where I always catch everything. I thought about going over there. I've been really thinking about it. Did everyone see Billy on the ride? I hope not. Getting low on my nature, but yeah, I know. Hey, brother, I know. I'm, as Janelle said earlier, I'm having withdrawals. I need, I need that. I've lost touch with getting out again. I need to just take that time. Um, I need to take that time and just get back out there, get back on track. I've just been so busy. Um, yeah, I don't think you got to worry about that on here, brother Raymond. We're all laid back. We're all laid back. But yeah, I want to. I actually had a dream about that place across the street from where I'm sitting right now. Last night, I got up. Hey, David, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Blessings to you. I am today for sure. How's William seeing this night? Doing good. I'll talk to you later about it. Mr. RG, good to see you. Blessings to you, sir. I didn't I didn't meet up with them in Mountain View. Back at you. Um, I lost track of what I was saying. I got a little. I got a visitor here. Oh, yeah. I want to get across the road. I had a little dream. Um, about that across the road last night or sometime this morning. I remember getting up at 2 o'clock this morning, and so that's my calling. I know that I need to get over there. I should have been over there. I just everything's the, the weeds are so high over there. If I go over there right now, I was thinking about going over there tonight after the rain. In the last 10 minutes, I was thinking about it, but the weeds are so tall with all this rain we had. I know it's real muddy over there because that's a marshy area, and the weeds are so tall. I'd be soaking rain wet before I even got in the woods. Which I mean, I don't mind so much, but I'm just not prepared tonight. At the last minute, even though you think I would be, but I'm not. And it'll be my first time uh, videoing over there and at night. So I figured I'd put it off till tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. I was gonna go over there earlier today, just do a drive walk, you know. So you're saying that you will get lost in the weeds? Yeah, yeah, they're pretty tall, Mark. They're probably as tall, I feel, as Mr. Ted's place, like all the way up above my head. I feel like I look down on my phone. I'm like, that one please and by when I don't get. If we don't see grandma for a few days, she has to go back and do some probate stuff in no state. She actually just hit me up online, said she was trying to see my live right as I was joining the second live. So I thought maybe she was going to jump on. She may be on. Maybe she's in the background. But yeah, Mark, I get lost easy in tall grass. I'm only 5'7". Ah, I know you're a big old fella. I know you're tall. I know you do, brother. That's the good part. That's what I like about it. I know when I have you guys with me, along with my warrior armor, I'm good to go. Impeccable. Yes, sir. I got to get down bows again. I usually don't have that problem. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. I love her puts down all the time. For me. Absolutely, Rain. Billy's our firecracker. I wish. Uh, yeah, I'd like to get back down bows. Hey, Mr. Carson, salute, sir. Blessings. Evening to you. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I'd like to get back down bows and do a nighttime live. So much is going on down at his place. He has a lot going on down there. He's got baby turkeys running around, and I think got a couple flocks of baby turkeys running around. No, I think I have some. I'll post some on my community page. And I'm Bo. If you're still on here, Put a couple pictures of your bike on your community page on your Southern Maryland Outdoor channel. It's a nice. It's a full dressed out captain's chair, cargo box. It's it's everything you can get on a Harley as far as being dressed out. It's like it's 10 notches above mine. I mean, it's got it's the passenger can get on the back and go to sleep literally. I mean, you're locked in. You're not going anywhere, and you won't get wet on it. If he's going down the road at 50 mile an hour and the rain breaks out with his windshield and all, it just goes right over top of you. It doesn't even get you wet. It's a really nice bike. Today, it's today's. I mean, I personally like dressed out bikes because of the fact it keeps the wind off of you. I don't. I'm not so much with the wind anymore. I used to like an open bike, but not anymore. It is. It's really nice. I'm really proud of him. Yep, and Bo. Yep. We were just having that discussion the other day. Do what you have to do, but I'd prefer you didn't do those night hikes. I prefer to see what's out there instead of imagining. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, Mike. Mark. I wanted to go in first during the day. I was going to do it earlier today, but the rain hit, and just do a walkthrough because I like the same thing, Mark. Absolutely, yeah, that's right. Mr. Carson's a two wheeler, and yeah, I want to. I always like I did up Mr. Ted's and the other places. I like to do a daytime, and yeah, that hurts, and then go back if it's a smart thing to do. I like to then go back, for a nighttime. But I got a feeling, it's more than a feeling. I know for a fact over there it's going to be challenging at night. Um, Matter of fact, if I do go over there tomorrow night, I'm gonna try to get somebody to go with me. But I'm definitely gonna video during the daytime first, and then for the night, I'll try to get somebody to go in with me if I decide to go nighttime there. If I don't decide to go there nighttime, I might go back over to the farm or something. I haven't been going back to Mr. Ted's because it's nice and calm over there. He hasn't heard or seen anything going on out of the ordinary. He said it's gotten super quiet and haven't had any nightmares lately. Like to keep it. Okay, I got you, brother. Um, yeah, I'd like to. I'm purposely staying out of Mr. Ted's. I don't want any uproars for him. Pick of my bike. There you go, Mrs. Linda. Um, yeah, speaking of the locusts, um, I tell you what really hurts. I don't know, about a month ago, not quite a month ago, about 2.5 weeks ago, I got hit between the eyes, right just under my helmet and above my glasses by a Japanese beetle, and it felt like a rock. That's how hard it hit. And I had a perfect red dot between my eyes above my nose. It drove my head back. I was running about 55, maybe close to 60. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. I stay in touch with him regular, Mark, and he's so happy. And that's all I was striving for, to get him answers and some peace. Yeah, it hurt. I actually had to pull over. Hey, that was a rough one. I've had it happen before. I got hit in the chest by a bird one night. Um, I'd actually just come over to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, and I got into Queen Anne's County, and I'm talking open highway, Route 50. and I got hit in the chest by a finch at night. And when it hit me in the chest, of course it killed it instantly. But I felt like I got hit in the chest by a baseball. I was going a little bit faster that night. I was rushing a storm, trying to beat a storm home, and the bird flew right out and hit me in the chest. I don't know how it cleared my windshield, or it got. I think what had happened was it got in between. Um, Sounds like you got to try. Yeah, yeah, smart. And I think it went in between my fairing and my handlebars and me, obviously, and just smacked me right in the chest. And I've asked a lot of people since that happened, has that happened to them? And everybody, I've talked to quite a few people that have hit birds, but nobody's been actually hit, on their person, but their bikes, their windshield, their fairing, stuff like that. I think a guy told me one time he had one fly right in between his engine, in between the cylinders of the V twin. But I've never heard anybody get actually hit with a bird. It shocked me more than anything. I didn't know what happened. I thought actually what I thought was a part flew off a car from the other side of the highway. But that's a long stretch. Like it would have had to fly. Like been hit by birds and had hornets go into my helmet. Oh, stung the left side of my head here. Oh my. Now you talk about a shocker. Wow. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I thought the bird was bad. Hmm. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Mark. It was just what do you call it? Calculated time. The timing was just right for it to go in between the windshield and me and hit me in the chest. That was crazy. Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's one thing getting hit with a hornet, but when it gets up in your helmet, oh man, and you both your in your occupied, whoo, I can't imagine. And I'm allergic to bee stings, so that would have put me right into danger. Pensacola, I wouldn't mind that, but there's no way I can get away from the farm. And I got so many places I want to go right now, and I can't do anything. I was thinking about, you, I'm dreaming again, but I was thinking about taking off tomorrow evening, but I got things to do Saturday, so I let that out. I was thinking about leaving tomorrow night and going to Ohio, and then swinging over and seeing Mike and just coming right back Sunday morning. But I can't do that right now, even if I didn't have anything going on Saturday. I'm not a Florida lover. I love the mountains. That's me too, Miss Linda. I like the southern states, but I just don't. I don't know. He's good. I'll get with you guys later about it. I appreciate you asking. Um, Tennessee Ridge Runner. I remember this time. Good to see you. Blessings. Thanks for dropping in. Took me a second. I'm a little slow. Ohio getting close to you. Your neck of the woods. Yeah. Um, where I can meet one researcher, it's like 3.5 hours by bike. Um, and then another researcher, it's about 4 hours and 15 minutes, and then Mike's probably about 4.5, almost 5 hours. Oh yeah, your neck. Yes, yes, yes. I'd like to come down by you too. That'd be a sweet ride. I used to go up the Skyline every fall on bikes and stay in the cabin. right when the colors start changing. My goodness, is it beautiful? Oh yeah, us too. Us too, Tennessee Ridge Runner. I don't have too many. I don't know. I haven't had any bad. I don't like even speak on it, but I don't usually have any problems. I had some close calls in the beginning when I first started, but that was more me. I don't know if they were considered close encounters, but it was more my reaction. I've got that under control now. Um, I'm getting ready to. Speaking of that, I'm getting ready to go back into my place here one day this week, but that won't be at nighttime. That'll be during the day. I'm not ready to go into my place at dark. Not for any particular reason. It's more so for them. We're just getting things back on track there. Love Skyline Drive, especially in the fall. Used to do it when I visited my brother in DC. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? It's to me it's one of a kind. It, especially on you go up on a motorcycle and you get to stop and see different sights, look at it from different angles, and it's really nice. But I also enjoy it as much getting there, finishing the ride, and getting to the cabin. One of the cabins we used to stay in, you go in and put your stuff down and walk back out on the deck, and you could just see for miles and miles. I mean, just beautiful. And it was cheap too. It was only like 60 some dollars a night, and we stayed 3 days and come back before. It was 3 days. No, it was Friday night to Sunday morning, and we came home Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that's me, Mark. 100%. You know, uh, when you live by the beach, it gets played out easy. At the time, it hurt, but I just rolled with all the dates all night. It was quite the night. Man, I can imagine this garden. Please give your wife and family my blessing. It made me so happy meeting them. Thank you, Brother Raymond. I will definitely will. Thank you for that. Blessings to you and yours as well. Did I miss Littlefoots? Oh, Littlefoots, there you are. Love you, Littlefoots. Good to see you. Blessings to you. They kept telling me video is private. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Our friend has never seen the ocean, so we're taking him for his birthday. Wow, that's awesome. You know, that'll be exciting for him. My sister lives down there, and it's like living here. I'm an hour and a half from Ocean City, and I think she's in Ocala. I can't remember right now. But they don't even go to the beach anymore because they've done it so much. There were two notifications. Sounded like you were trying the first one. I got in on the second. Yeah, that's my first one. It just dropped. I don't know what. I guess the service was bad because the storm was just pulling out. I just like going to fish once a year. Yeah, fishing's great on the ocean. I love that myself. Of course, when I go, I always seem to get hooked on a shark down Ocean City. Now I'm down there to rockfish, and then I've caught some nice 35, 40 pound rockfish down there surf fishing and get them almost in, and a shark would bite them in half. It said the same thing to me. It took a couple tries. Wow, I gotta check that out. That's the second time that's happened in the last week. Yeah, yeah. Nighttime surf fishing is, I think, is the best time to surf fish. But at the same time, especially if you're catching small fish, they're just a target because the sharks they hang close to the surf. Right up to the edge, to the sand. They stay in the shallows and they go after anything on the hook or causing excitement. When RG did Hurricane Justin in Florida, he would go fishing at night. Yeah, it's the best, Mrs. Linda. I love night fishing. I haven't even done that this year. I usually go quite a bit, at least once a week at night, but I haven't even done that. I'm gonna make it a point to do that too. Usually, me and Haley or Cliff City or on the Chester River Bridge somewhere at nighttime. I'm glad everybody stopped in. It's good to see everybody. You can keep the sharks in there. Yeah, yeah. I always was lucky enough to have somebody with me because I wasn't familiar with them. You out there filming like Jeremy Wade. Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't that be something? My problem is, no worries. I didn't see the other one. I guess. Yeah, I don't know what's been up with YouTube lately. I've lost videos and everything. Some Vietnamese guys told him not to go to this canal. He did. He got surrounded by gators. Wow, wow. I've never experienced that. I did play golf once on a golf course down there during Daytona Bike Week, and a guy got attacked at the golf course I was at. Catch a big old grouper. Yeah, grouper, nice. My mom was down there a few years ago. No, it's been probably 15, 16 years ago. She caught some monster grouper down there at my sister's. I'm okay. Got to go to Kansas Saturday. Safe travels, Littlefoot. Prayers and blessings to you. Yeah, my nephew's caught gator on fishing rod down there. He had a heck of a time. Yeah, I've had gator down in Carolinas. I think it was we stopped in Piedmont and they were serving gator. I liked it. He took a picture of two gators slamming heads in a fight. His truck bed saved him. Wow. I like excitement, but I'd done the same thing. I'd have been in the truck bed. Ah, man, it's cooled off a lot. It was hot today. Now it's, I don't know, 70, 72. Tomorrow it's going to be, next 3 days it's going to be in the high 90s. And then it's supposed to cool off again. No, teeth, claws, none of that. Mm. That's right. Yeah, I like old Troy. Old Troy Landry. That guy's got some history. Hmm. I think he still holds the record. He caught the biggest gator down there, or probably just about anywhere. He caught a monster. They said it was. I think they said that gator was close to 300, or it was 300 years old, 300 plus years old. He had a giant boa snake chasing a hog through tall grass. He was on top of a shed. Wow, that's one thing I can't fool with is a snake. If I know he's there, I'm okay. But if I walk up on it, the first thing my body does is shut down. I almost pass out every time, and I grew up around them, all around the farm, but I just could never handle it. And Dad was famous for reaching down and grabbing a black snake and letting it cool up around his arm. He'd pull it off a tobacco plant. And one day we were cutting tobacco. He was on one end of the rows, and I was on the other. And we were going to meet each other in the middle. And that's exactly what we did. And I was bent down going to him. And when I got right to him, I saw his boots, and I looked up, and he had a snake coiled around his arm. I passed out, fell backwards, never said a word. I didn't even yell. And he said he felt so bad. I bet it can. Dad said, "Oh shoot, what have I done?" Ever since that day, I've been scared to death of them things. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Oh man! And the crazy thing is, I knew that that's what he does. He used to love pulling pranks on me. Oh man, that was talk of the town forever. Those were not gators. They were around my truck. Those were American crocodiles. Oh wow, big ones, prehistoric. Yeah, yeah. I know my sister said they left the garage door open one night, and then one of the kids forgot something in the car, and thank you, Billy. We're riding 5 hours on a Harley. My butt already hurts. Oh, that. You have to take some breaks, but that'll be fun. That'll give you a break, get you out, enjoy some weather, and that ought to be fun. My sister said they left the garage door open one night, and she sent her daughter out there to get something, and she come running back in screaming, and there was a panther in the garage right there in Florida, Ocala, and said it was big, and her husband had to go out there and run him off, run it off. Yep. And then they have a well, I know you guys know, but they have rattlers down there, um, rattlesnakes. They get one around the pool every year. I was watching King video tonight and saw an angel. Yeah, you know what, Mark? I saw that. I watched quite a bit of it. I actually watched all of it, but I went back and watched some more, and really that would do it. Yeah. Live next to Canine Swamp in Florida, 76, 77. Lots of gators, snakes, and all that. Yeah, Mr. Carson. That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah, Mark, I think the title said something about on Ken, they took our fish. Said something about Bigfoot took our fish or something. I'm hoping to go to meet Linda and go to the rattlesnake roundup next March. Oh, that'd be sweet. Tons of spirits in it. Yeah. Yes, Mark, it was. You know, not only did I see spirits, but I saw a Sabbath right at their gifting spot. Um, the outline of one. He was cloaked to the tree, and I kept watching Ken. He kept looking back at the tree with the camera, like he saw something, but he wasn't saying anything. And I'd say about 7 to 8 foot tall, but it looked like more of a female. It wasn't, and I could be wrong. It was either a juvenile or a female. Wasn't really broad, but tall. You could see the outline of its head, its eyes, its mouth, nose, and you could see part of its neck down into its chest. Yes, yep, 100%, Mark. That's right. I would not be a great snake show watcher. No, I'd go home in nightmare. If I see one on the ground, I think about it for 3 days. Ah, haven't watched the whole thing yet. You came on. Oh, shucks. The place that I would never want to live is near the Jersey Barrens, where they say the Jersey Devil resides. Um, I don't. I know somebody in Delaware, northern Delaware, excuse me, and they've had an experience with the Jersey Devil, and they said it's pretty creepy. They actually had an experience on a back road. Um, this couple, they don't do any investigating or anything like that. Well, no, they do. They do a little bit of paranormal, but they're not. They don't have a channel or anything. And they were staying at over a friend's house, and they went out to a local 7-Eleven or something. And when they were coming back, something come straight at them down the road with wings and swooped like within a couple feet of the windshield and went straight up over the car. And uh, my friend's wife, she went right back when they got back, and she got on her laptop and was looking it up, and everything that they saw resembled the Jersey Devil. So she asked the neighbors the next day, have they ever heard any, tales about the Jersey Devil being down that far, which it isn't really that far. It's like a half hour. And they said, oh yeah. And they said there was a lot of it going on late 70s, early 80s. But from time to time, they they'll have an occasional sighting. Take him some catfish skinners. There you go. I missed something here. I made it to the 20-minute mark. Saved it for later. Yeah, it does. Yep. Um. Yeah, me too. The I have I have a cousin in Huntington, West Virginia, still to this day, and they have something going on down there. I'm a think of the name while I'm telling you the story, but he has some friends that work in the mines down there, and they've had something with wings fly out, knock them down, and go out of the mine, and then come back in screaming. And but I might have to text him and ask him what it's called because I can't remember off the top of my head. I was challenged one night to walk into Jersey Pine Barrens and stay 10 minutes. Did saw nothing but very strange place. Wow, I've had enough weird stuff I've heard when I was in Tennessee, even weird here in Missouri. Those two states, no doubt in my mind. Um, I don't know. That's That's my thing. I would have probably done it too at one time. This day and age, I'm not taking any challenges. uh, Now, if I happen to, yeah, that's right, Ms. Lynn. Now, if I have knowing what I know today, back in the day, I would have, but knowing what I know today, no. Right, right, Mark. That's what. Yep, and that's what me and my cousin were talking about. And he's like, I guarantee you that had something to do with the Mothman. I think he said they were in the lead mines. It was either lead or copper. I can't remember what he told me now. It's been a few years. Linda, yeah, was working in Jersey on the way back from factory to hotel. Wow. Smart, Mrs. Linda. I'm right there with you. Oh man, my older brother heard and felt the breath of something one time in Tennessee. He spent his whole life in the woods, and it's the only thing that ever scared him. Yeah, that'll do it. That or a touch. That was one of my first experiences when I started this channel. Was a touch. Of course, I ended up knowing what it was, like in an instance, but just the whole process or the whole thing of processing it had me shaking in my boots. Yeah, yeah. That bluff charge I had at Mr. Ted's, that was it was a threatening it was a threatening charge, but I don't know. I didn't fear. I mean, I didn't have flight in mind. I didn't go to flight, and I really didn't even go into fight mode. I just stood there. It happened so quick, but not quick enough to where I couldn't process it quick. When bad stuff goes down, I don't scream, just calmly assess I am no fun at all. Yeah, it was. It was definitely a message. My brother was on an open path and turned and never saw a thing, but he heard and felt the breath on him. Yes, the moon was out as well. Did it half a dozen times. Yeah. Oh yeah. I never seen my bluff charge. I could hear it. I could feel the footsteps, but there was nothing there. Which we ended up figuring out what was going on. But that was my first experience with a bluff charge and not being able to see anything, but hearing and feeling. You know. And I want to go out so bad now. It looks like the sky's starting to clear up some. I'm starting to see the lights in town, which you can barely see anyway. But when you at least can see some of the glow, I know it's cleared up. I always like going out before, during, or after a rain, like right after. The last time I did an outing in the rain was the day that Mark caught the Sabbath walking beside me with his arms swinging. That was an amazing time stamp. That was amazing, and I could hear it, or I could hear them or something quartering me over top of the rain, and it was raining hard that day. and I think I spoke about it a few times. But I also had a no name on the other side of me. Oh, August 1 has been coming here for over 2 years. He is hot. This is Linda. Ah. Exactly. Oh man. I just saw something pass through the sky. That was pretty cool. I know you're not supposed to say anything, but that was bright. Ooh, what was that? I've been looking at old pictures on White River. Faces everywhere. London verified. You fellas slap around. Give me, give me. I say, I say the Lord's Prayer, and nothing makes me fear. That's right. Nothing any more powerful than that. I just got a reply from Ken. Huh, I just saw something. Hold on, guys. I just saw something over here. It kind of looked like fog. Let me see if I can get my finger right here. It was right in here, and it went this way and disappeared. But I cannot see what I saw now. Well, I don't see anything I saw. Let me see something here. I caught it at the corner of my eye. That's where that corner, but right in between that satellite and that pillar is where we caught that big guy standing when I was out in the yard the other night. Directly in between where the satellite all is. A little dark for that. Yeah, I definitely a spirit. I just don't know where it went. I've had a guest here since I come on live, um, popping in and out on me. Only honorable people get to encounter Savior as you do my boots. That's right, 100% there, Mr. Clark. Let me sit there that you are proud on. Also, also, maybe making comments that I didn't see my ex not long after we married, driving home one night, saw a Confederate soldier sitting on a horse beside me. Word here said it was quick. I was never. Huh. Wow. That's amazing, Ridge Runner. Has anybody? You guys just brought something to my mind. Has anybody seen the other Maryland guy, the other Maryland channel? I can never recall how to say the title or the name of the channel. I don't know if it's Maryland Bigfoot or Bigfoot Maryland or I don't know. Has anybody seen him lately? I used to send him gas money and treat money for his city. Oh, that's awesome. Maryland Bigfoot. No, I just checked on him a couple days ago. Huh. I hope he's not back in. He seems like a really nice guy. It's the whole his whole routine and habit, how it just I don't know, and I feel it and hear it. Um, I just feel like he is. I feel like there's a violation. That's what I keep hearing. So I hope, I pray that it's not. Not hope. I pray that he's um, still out with us. The system is finicky. Um, they've got it so tightened up for newbies being out that they can't even breathe the wrong way or they'll be violated. And I've been worried about that about him. Hopefully, we'll, you know, I'm sure either that, people, Linda, really like his visits to his Bigfoot family, missed him, but understand why he stopped. Oh, he wanted to talk to us so bad, but don't think he felt comfortable. Yeah, I talked to him a couple times at night by phone, by text, and I don't know. He invited me up there a couple times, and then we got linked up to where he was going to come down here, and then just out of nowhere, I didn't hear anything else from him. And yeah, me either, Mr. Carson. That's the thing. We were supposed to get together that weekend, and it was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday when I talked to him to set it up, and I got a little worried that maybe he was worried about who I was or who I used to be. You know, kind of on two different sides of the train tracks per se. And I did assure him that that's something that was before or in the past, and that I don't, I was no threat. Hey, scared silly, good to see you. Blessings. Thanks for dropping in. And um, but like I said, after that, I didn't hear from him anymore. Just way down, really heavy on one side. uh, yeah, I got another. I got another guy from. I got another guy from. Not. He's not quite Western Maryland. He's Mount Airy, Maryland. I guess it's a little northwest. He's reached out. Yeah, it's been a few months. Yeah, because I just I've been on. I've had my channel going now for a year. This past July. So it's been, yeah, it's been every bit of that. I got this younger guy. He's reached out to me quite a bit. Um, I think he's Mount Airy or Albany, Maryland. I can't remember which one it is, but he's been wanting to come down and go with me. Um, but when I reached back out to him the last time, I haven't heard anything back from him either. So, and of course, I got to play my cards right. I can't just let anybody in, especially two places. I got to be very selective. And this guy's like 22 years old, and he I don't know. Well, I'll say it. I mean, something's a little off. I can feel it, but I've been talking to him on and off for about a month, trying to feel him out. Can you come here and help me with the radio? Yes. Oh yes, Mr. Carson. Yes, absolutely. It's just something. There's something about it. You know what I mean? I feel it instantly. Um, in the beginning, it was just his gung ho that had me on guard, and his age. And then I dove into him a little deeper, and I said, you know what? We're gonna play this out a little bit more before we go any further. And then all of a sudden, I just stopped hearing from him about 2 weeks ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So it, everything happens for a reason, that's for sure. You're right about that, Mr. Carson. And they're very fortunate indeed. They know your heart and spirit quite often. Yes, it is. So, reckon your mom would share her rabbit papa recipe with me. I have one I need to cook. I'm sure I can ask her. I can ask her. I know she has a um, what is it called again? What do you put on barbecue? Oh man, I can't think of it now. Some people put it on barbecue, pulled pork and stuff like that. Man, what is the name of it? She has a very special recipe. No, it's made out of lettuce, carrots, mayonnaise. Cook is the one who stacks the roaches under the kitchen sink. um, no, it's not a rub. It's coleslaw. That's it. That's it. Thank you, scared silly. Man, my brain is not on tonight. Um, my mom came up with this recipe for a place that burnt down many years ago, back in the, I think it was either late '80s, early '90s. She would manage it part time for the owner, and she had a coleslaw recipe that she made from scratch. And I don't know if you call it, I don't know what you call it, but he paid her for the recipe, and then he made it off limits. Like people always would come in and eat it and say, "Oh, I'd love to have that recipe," and he's like, "No one will ever know that recipe." And he used to make the employees sign a some type of paper stating that they couldn't speak about the recipe. And he did the same thing with his smoked barbecue ribs. Um, Billy, maybe you are sacred, silly. Yeah, I'm sure I am. Thank you, Littlefoot. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up for me. I really appreciate it. Just like chicken pot pie, except use yeah, mom made chicken rabbit, pigeon pot pie. Yes. Oh man, that makes me hungry, Mr. Carson. I always like the rabbit pot pie better than I like the squirrel. The squirrel always seemed like it was tougher, and I don't care how long you cooked it, it seemed like it was tougher. But the rabbit pot pie, yeah, the rabbit pot pie. And I'll tell you what else she makes really good too. Mom makes. is frog legs. Oh my. Hey Kevin, good to see you. Blessings to you. Thanks for dropping in. She fries frog legs up. Mom does. And I'm gonna tell you what. I stopped eating chicken for a while there. I'd go buy pounds of frog legs and have that in place. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Carson. And Mom, she always cooked a lot of her game in oranges, especially goose. And Mom always said that the oranges would tenderize and take the wild out, and it did. But I just always noticed the rabbit was always more tender than all the others. Just as tender as chicken. Listen, I did the first fried pickles here 30 years ago. Nobody had ever done it here. Guy with Catfish House took my recipe. Big hit. Wow. Now it's everywhere. That's a hit appetizer for like Hooters and a lot of bar restaurants. They offer it up, especially down in Ocean City. Tastes like chicken and meat. Yeah, yeah. Frog legs. Oh my. Melt in your mouth. I remember the first time as a kid hearing about frog legs. Well, I asked Mom, I said, what are those? I was like 7, 8 years old. She said, oh, it's chicken. I went because she knew if she said frog legs, I would. I was always a picky eater, very picky. Didn't eat vegetables, nothing. I don't know how I survived on the farm. Yeah, Mr. Carson, exactly. We frog gigged at night, and Mom had cast iron pan hot with grease when we got home. Oh man, I used to love gigging, Mr. Carson. I ain't done that in years. We had two ponds on our place, and get on my bicycle with an old BG&E flashlight with them big square cell batteries. Turn that thing on and go pedaling down to the pond. Make myself a gig. Put it on the mop handle in and take a hose clamp and put my fork on the end of it. Oh man, we'd have a blast. I'd bring them home. Mom showed me one time how to do the frogs, clean them, and that's all it took. My grandma lived 6 miles from Red River. She fixed everything anyone brought her. That those were the times. I used to love groundhog and snap turtle soup. My uncle Quentin, he'd make snap turtle soup. We'd bring him turtles, and he'd make snap turtle soup, and I'd sit down and eat 4 bowls of it. Oh man! And then mom, she loves making mushrat and gravy. Oh my! You go over there, you get done, it make you lick yourself. I was at least smart enough to ask what it was. My brothers weren't. Yeah, that was. I would ask 99% of the time, but there would be that one. Yes, it is. Yep, Miss Carson, that's right. Groundhog always reminded me of roast beef for some reason, just like bear does. Certain parts of bear, black bear. Great chat tonight. Really enjoyed it, but getting sleepy. Time to call it night. Safe travel. All right, Mark. Blessings, brother. Thanks for dropping in, my friend. And I'll see you on tomorrow's adventure. Get good rest, my friend. Blessings to you. Much love. Never tried turtle or muskrat. Oh, they're good. Turtle has several different textures, and I've even heard people say several different types of meat in it. And I just took it as textures because it does have different textures. Some of it's chewy, some of it's stringy, some of it's soft meat. It depends what part of the turtle you're eating. Last time I ate frog legs, they tasted like catfish flavored chicken. Wow. I guess it depends on if you get them from a freshwater body of water or if you get them from the edges of salt water or brackish water. I always got them from freshwater ponds and off the farms. Some of the biggest bullfrogs I've ever seen. You know. Now I can remember my grandfather and well, not my great grandfather, my grandfather and his brother. Uh, they loved eel, and I tell you something about eel. It reminded me of snap turtle or turtle period being cooked. When you clean an eel, Indian friends would pickle the muskrat skull with brains, eat at Christmas time, save for guests, crack them with the nutcracker. Yes, yes. I know family members would do that. I know people now that do that, local tribe. Um, yeah, my grandfather liked eel, and his brother-in-law. I stuck with the veggie and cornbread. That way I was safe. Big no for me. Um, and I remember them putting the eel in the frying pan, and that eel with no head, dressed out, it would be squirming in the pan, even after done, fried up. It's still when you I see them stick the fork in the eel, and it would jump. Well, turtles turtle meat does that. If you cut chunks and throw it in a frying pan, it squirms and does all the same things that an eel does. I've never, I don't know if it's nerve endings or tendons. I don't know what it is, but they still move after they're clean and prepared and go in the frying pan. It tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. That's what we were told when we were kids. Uh, well, guys, I ain't gonna keep you guys on here any longer. We've been on here for 74 minutes, 73 minutes. Grandmother was skinned Red River eel and fried. It creeped me out. Yes. Oh man, I haven't had pig's feet since I was a teenager. We used to get them out of the jar at the corner store, at the green store. I'd get those and a pickle sausage and a pickled egg, wrapping them in aluminum foil, and I'd start on one and go to the next. Usually it was the pig's feet first, and then I'd eat my pickle sausage, and then I'd get my pickled egg. By the time I got home, I was a fat cat. Love you too, Raymond. Much love, brother. Blessings. Yes, it has been. It's been a great time. I'm so grateful that you guys come on tonight. I'm gonna let you guys go. Fat cat, yeah. My friends, none of them would eat it. They'd look at me making faces. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Raymond. I'm gonna pray for you, my brother. You're in my prayer. All right, guys. Mike's trademark. Guys, much love to each and every one of you, and blessings to each and every one of you. Get a good night's rest, and I'll see you on tomorrow's adventure. So keep an eye out. I'll I'm definitely going out tomorrow. So and this time it's rain or shine as long as there's no lightning. All right, guys, take care. I love you guys. Blessings.